this is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. Today is March 20th, and is the new spring equinox. So rejoice, everybody. This is a new, well, in a lot of culture, this is the new year because spring is new beginning, happiness, and so I just want to wish you a happy equinox to everybody. And today I want to be talking about the Trump imminent arrest or indictment that's been discussed on the news in the last few days. So before we get started, everybody, do feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate the love, the attention. You guys are amazing on Rumble, on YouTube, on BitChute. Thank you so much. I appreciate your likes, shares, comments, and feedbacks. Now, for those interested, today I'm going to be using the Essential Tarot deck. Pretty cool. You're going to laugh, but I bought this at not the Walmart, Sam's. My local Sam's store. I thought it was so cool and interesting that they had the tarot deck over there. So anywho, for those who are in the know, or so Trump has been targeted since the get-go, and that's a fact. And I did a video a while back about after the raid at Mar-a-Lago and asked the question if he was going to be indicted, and the card said yes. Now at that time I thought, you know, it meant for the supposed secure documents that Trump had at his house. And eventually, if I remember, I think the House or the Senate, they did have recommendation, criminal recommendation to the DOJ, but I don't think they ever pursued it. So there wasn't a recommendation to indict him, but that story never got any traction because soon after, Biden and Pence was caught with classified documents themselves. So now this is another story. The District of New York, to my understanding, they are trying to resurrect a whole old story of Stormy Daniels, who is allegedly a prostitute or call girl, who had sued Trump, has lost that case. Even one an old Trump's attorney was got jailed for lying. I mean, it seems like this case was dead underwater, and they're trying to resurrect that case now to the point that I'm not too clear on the details, but the state, the FBI, did not see a case. So now the state itself, New York State, is trying to push a crime where there is not, where there's actually a misdemeanor. So this is how I understand it. I apologize if I don't have all the details. But so the question that I want to ask, I think at this point we all know that there's going to be an arrest, because it looks like, you know, that group is trying to push it. They want to stop or hinder his campaign, or his ability to campaign. So let's see what the cards wants to say. Why is the cabal or the bad group of people is pushing for Trump's indictment or arrest? I mean, I think we kind of know, but we want to establish a baseline here. Oops. So why is Trump, why the push for Trump's arrest or indictment? Why the push for Trump's arrest or indictment here? Ace of Cup, to answer the question, the Fool, the situation, the Emperor, recent past, the Ten of Pentacles, present, Hermit, potential outcome, Page of Wands, clarification, and oh my God, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I asked the question, why are they pushing for Trump's arrest, the bad guys? So the first question I have is Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is usually a new beginning, spiritual, emotional awareness, all of that, all the above. But the Ace, they want people to be aware, hyper aware. They want people to wake up. And it's also going to signal a new beginning of the plan, quote unquote. So that's the short answer. Situation, the Fool. So the Fool is a person who's about to embark on a new journey. So that kind of makes sense. I mean, Trump is exactly no fool, but new journey. He's somebody who's not afraid of starting fresh and starting anew. So that kind of sort of makes sense. So we ask, why is the certain group is pushing the thing, but it's not, it doesn't seem that's the right question, because the question in the recent past is the Emperor. So it's as if to say there's no bad guy in this cards here. There's no Hierophant. Those are usually the typical cards that I would see for a bad guy. There's no King of Cups. It's usually the manipulator or the magician, the trickster. I'm not seeing those cards. So basically the card is saying that this is gonna be, it's as if we're still watching a movie, because the Emperor is usually the alliance card, the law and order card for me. The Emperor is an interesting card. I could never pinpoint what it means until one day I was in the park with the girls, and then there was this gentleman. He came with his son to play, and then there was no playground. There was this open field. My girls were playing there. He came, he introduced himself, we said hi, and then he started playing with the girls. So the girls, my girls, they were just like doing their thing, and out of nowhere he said, oh, let's build a fire. So this gentleman, that's when the emperor revealed itself to be. So this gentleman, out of nowhere, the girls were just playing their abstract games, and he noticed that there was no purpose to their game. He decided, let's build a fire. So out of the chaos, out of the abstract of the world, that's the masculine energy, to create order out of chaos. And this is emperor. It creates order out of chaos. So the alliance, the alliance, or the 17th letter of the alphabet, if you believe that there is, represent these cards for me. Out of order, out of chaos comes order, this masculine energy that comes in to establish order. So this is what the emperor is. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that there's no bad guy. We're watching a movie, the card is trying to say. And this is the arrest, quote unquote. It's represent a signal to awaken people, the population, for people to realize that a lot of things are not right here. That these guys are willing to take it this far, because a lot of former presidents have done infractions and they have never been taken to jail, but this president is, because he's different, because of his belief, because of his policies and so forth. So this is a signal to represent a new beginning, which we're moving to a new phase of the plan, if you believe that there is, and that the alliance have been working at this for a very long time, making that plan into a reality. So again, to overemphasize, 10 of Pentacles. So Pentacle is anything that's tangible, anything that's that you can touch, that's real. Could be asset, could be money. So you'll be the end of not facade, but end of an era. Because Pentacle, 10 of Pentacle could be inheritance. For me, it represents civilization, country, or nation. So it's gonna mark the end of a era for the American people, because this is what this cards mean in this particular situation, that everything has run its course. Because it means substantial, financial, spiritual, mental. I mean, everything in this society have run its course. Nothing is working. The matrix is glitching here and there. We've seen it. We've experiencing it right now to some degrees, and a lot of people are waking up to it. So yes, so 10 of Pentacles is an ending. All 10s are ending. So we are coming to an ending, either of a civilization, of way of doing things. It's a change of plans. Our outcome, the Hermit. Hermit is a major arcana. So we're moving away from something. We're walking away from something. So the Hermit, Virgo sign, analytical, seeking answers, is a person who has discarded the comfort, civilization, everything that they've known, leave it behind to seek answers, to find the proper answers. So this is where we are right now. So this is a signal to awake the population. We're moving on a new journey. We're moving away from whatever madness that's going on right now. So we're moving to the next phase. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So message. So all page are messengers. Wands is about fire, paying attention. So yes, little by little, all of those, and that information about the Trump's arresting has been talked about for 2.5 years now, and it's as if to normalize the population, to get population ready about the whole thing. So as if, I think this card, that's what it means, that, you know, in some way, the 17 letter of the alphabet, quote unquote, putting that information out there, that there are, and I think that's the only way we can move forward, really, because I'm sure you guys seen those old Asian kung fu shows where this apprentice didn't know how to fight, and then he sought out a sensei, and then the sensei showed him how to fight, and then there was this last technique that the sensei showed, where the only way to defeat the enemy is to take a blow, and then to be close enough to an enemy, not only to take the blow, but to deliver a blow yourself. And I feel like that's what's going on now, that it has to be done this way, in order for people not only to be awakened, to wake up, but also to see how far this group is willing to go, right? So that's the message here with the page of Wands, to really pay attention to the message, to what's been happening. And the Eight of Pentacles, I think it forces people not only to pay attention, look at the details, look at the receipts, so they can make their own choices. And once they do, that will force them to really push away from what's been happening. So the rest, it looks like, is a signal. Okay. So the next question is, you know, will he be arrested? At this point, I think we can say yes. But again, we're establishing a baseline. You know, will Mr. T be indicted? Because right now he's in Florida, I believe, and the only way they can get him is if Florida agreed to extradite. And doesn't look like they would do that unless Trump willingly takes a plane and go to New York to surrender. So let's see. I mean, he did mention on Twitter that he was that he would if the situation arose. So the question is, at this point, will they call bluff and not do, but was it more of a threat? So let's see. Will Mr. T be indicted, arrested? Yeah, I need to fix this. Made it worse. Okay. Will Mr. T be indicted? Ace of Cups again. The Fool. What the? Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. What's that? Ten of Cups. And Nine of Cups. So we asked the question. So a lot of the cards are still coming through. Just shuffle, just in different positions. So that tells me that the universe really wants us to pay attention to this, because I did shuffle those cards. So we asked, will Mr. T be indicted? So the question is yes, because all ace mean yes. So yes, There's going to be an arrest. Because, as we mentioned before, it's a signal for a new beginning. It's a message that we're about to embark in the next phase of the plan. With the 10 of Pentacles, is to denote that this is the recent past, denote that this matrix is crumbling. We're approaching the ending soon. I'm sure everybody can see it, feel it at this point. Inflation, the printing of the monies, the banking failures. I mean, there's so much going on right now. Everything is I don't want to say falling apart, but I think we can say that things are not running smoothly, and all tens are ending, and this is a pentacle. We can actually see the matrix glitching. We can actually see that there are problems. It's not being talked about, but there is. And so ending, so it's everything tangible. So that we can, and 10 pentacles, 10 of Pentacles for me is ending of a society, of a civilization, of a group of people, of so in this way it's a collective. So we can say that this whatever matrix setup that we have is coming to an end. And then with the 8 of Pentacles is basically about really working at building up your economy, really working from scratch, really perfecting your skills. So I think at this point, we asked the question, will he be? So yes, he will. So now it's time to really pay attention to details. Really, now is the time to do the research, bring on the receipts. Now is the time to really pay close attention to what's really happening to the world. You know, the time to putting your head in the sand and pretend that everything is okay and that, you know, everything is fine, where your pocket is hurting, there's layoffs everywhere. It's not. So now is the time to really pay attention. And the outcome, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is usually authenticity. It's so usually, you know, a lady or energy that's really fired up. And I think that means that a lot of people, once the indictment occurs, a lot of people are going to be fired up. A lot of people are going to be awakened. And Queen of Wands is authenticity. It's because one is about fire, it's about inspiration, about motivation. So I think that it's going to really fire everybody, whether you're part of the MAGA or whether you're not. If you were born, if you've been around long enough, you know that what's being done is not something that you see in supposed Western and developed countries. So a lot of people are going to be upset. A lot of people are going to be really fired up about this in a big way. And some will be voicing their opinion, and some will internalize what's happening, but you know, maybe not speak about it, but they will be keenly aware of what's going on. And then the 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is ending again. So facade. So again, as if I feel like the mainstream media is going to try to maintain a facade. It's like, well, you know, nobody's above the law kind of thing. He had it coming. He broke a lot of things, whatever laws, and then that he deserved to be, you know, the same trickery, the same fan service, the same kind of talk. So we're going to see that a lot. The facade, they're going to try to maintain a facade. Well, there's nothing wrong or weird about this. And so the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is like, it's a wish come true. It's a wish come true. So as if whoever's orchestrating this, and at this point we can safely assume that it's the Emperor, the alliance, or the 17 letter of the alphabet group of people. That's their wish. They want this indictment to occur because they want as much people to wake up. They want people to pay attention, to really start doing research. And at this point, I think even if the mainstream media is gonna spin this, I think a lot of people are gonna be awake enough to, because this is a card of Queen of Wands. It's a person who's able to make their own mind, who is very independent, who's very fierce in their belief. Somebody who's not manipulated. Is somebody who is able to make up their own mind. So there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a mass awakening, because the Queen, we didn't see the page, we didn't see the knight, we saw the Queen. So the Queen is as good as it's going to get. And then the highest is the King. So we are at the level where majority of the people are waking up. Majority of people, even though they're not voicing it. And I think when you call about the majority of people, I'm thinking about the people who are sleepers, people who are still in denial. So I think that's gonna fire up a lot of people in that category. Okay, so let's ask when, because I know a lot of people are thinking tomorrow, like Tuesday, it might happen. So I'm going to try to upload this video as soon as possible to make the cut. And I some people say as early as next week. So let's ask, when is the arrest is going to take place. When? Time frame. So usually for me, when I see a lot of pentacle, it means months. When I see wands, it's like weeks. And sword is like days and hours and stuff like that. So let's see how the cards wants to answer that question. So when will the arrest take place? Because I feel like they do need a distraction because of the banking glitches here and there that we've been seeing. So if they're gonna do it, they're gonna have to do it soon. Okay, sorry about that. When? I hope I get different cards this time. Okay. When? When would the indictment occur? Two of Cups. Hangman. Situation. Two of Wands. Recent past. Hermit. Hermit. Present. Page of Wands. Outcome. This is the Strength card as clarification, and Temperance card as clarification. So there's an agreement in place to have the indictment come about, I guess, when we least expect it. So that's the feeling that's coming through. So it looks like they've been working on this plan, or it's been really well thought out for a while now, because the Two of Wands is about being in a safe location, and you're being in a safe location and you're strategizing, analyzing, making the plan, but from a safe distance. So this is something that's been worked on for a while. The Hermit, I asked for when. The Hermit is showing in the present. It's as if leaving behind. What is it? When? So as if what's coming across is that there's this agreement that from the public eye, when it is least expected, they're gonna indict Mr. T and then put him away. The Hermit is a major arcana, so they really want us to pay attention to that. It's as if they want to say, they want to tuck him somewhere safe, somewhere away from the madness. And that's a deliberate strategy that they want to do. If you believe that there is a plan, quote unquote. And then the outcome, Page of Wand. Page of Wand is a message, is a signal. Page, passion, motivation. It's as if this is interesting. Page of Wands. Usually a page of Wands can be a performer. It could be somebody charismatic. It could be a messenger. But in this sense, it wants you to pay attention to the show, to this performance that's unfolding. It really wants people to see and take in that performance, because that's the message. But it didn't say when though. The universe does not want to share, because the page well, the wands can be weeks, but because it's the page that shows up, it's as if the universe was want to give me the specific. But to really pay attention, and the message is that you're going to need to be strong as things unfold, and the ultimate message is that things is going to work out. Now what's interesting is that the Hermit, the Hangman, the Strength card, and the Temperance card, they are major arcana. So I think they really want us to pay attention that, you know, just be strong in your knowing, in your belief. If you believe that there is a plan, quote unquote, that things will work itself out, and, you know, to really enjoy, use this as a signal to enjoy the performance, if you are aware, and, you know, if people are freaking out, you know, to kind of help calm them down. So it's not telling me a when, because I think this is a developing mission, quote unquote. So they're not talking about, they don't want to give me a time frame. I'm going to respect it and let it go. So, okay. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. I like doing those long form. It gives you more insight, and you can get a baseline to what the cards are trying to say. Get a feel and personality of what the message, right? I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the other one. Thank you so much. Bye.